Hey guys, this is gonna be like part two of the video. So, in this one, I'm gonna actually go over like tactics and how I think about actually playing each level on the spider event. Like when to use scrolls, when not to use scrolls, and kind of just an explanation around that. So, first off, I just want to explain this. So, we're in the bronze gauntlet week, and normally, like Valkyrie is usually actually in the bronze week, so it can help us. But in this one, there's absolutely like nothing we're going to use that's actually going to help us in the spider event. So unfortunately, this week we're not in good shape. But 2 weeks from now, when we're in gold week for Raul, we're going to have Valkyrie. We're going to have Phase Assassin Ascended, which is extremely overpowered. And then we're also going to have the commander, which also adds speed to get you down the lane faster to the spider, and of course Raul has the Fury spell, so all this stuff just really helps out. So anyway, so here's how you like to think about this. Okay, cool. So as I mentioned in the other video, so the reason I have commander here is because commander puts everything in one lane, right? So you can kind of use it to your advantage to, time it right and get Trinity, all three of them to get, grow. But anyway, the other thing I'm actually going to do in solo, just because I played through already on Wildo, and there wasn't a whole lot of rows of spiders, the ones that like multiply. So I'm gonna actually go with this time. The reason I'm not using Soul Leech is just because there's not enough time. So this is what I'd probably recommend, and I'll show you why. So the goal is for every one of these is to find the lane of least resistance. So if I go to the far lane, I'm not going to have to use technically any scrolls, right? Because it shouldn't be an issue. So use grow as kind of as quick as you can, and the reason for that being, um, then you'll have another one before the time runs out, right? So the sooner you can also get out Valkyrie, the better, just because Valkyrie does a bunch of damage, right? So I usually throw these out because here's the thing: the bigger your magic construct gets, the better. And anyway, I knew I was gonna win this one, but basically, I just wanted to show you. I'm gonna continue to show you, kind of where to go and kind of how to play each level. So cool. Okay. Also, I'll show you at the end of this video if I remember. So right here, so you actually don't have to use any here for this because one, it's early, so then you throw this down the lane to get close here, and then you can actually use your second one defensively. So you'll see what I mean in just a second here. Okay, grow. All right, cool. There you go. Okay. So, like as I mentioned, so only use a scroll if you absolutely need to, and you shouldn't in these beginning levels. So, the reason I'm started on whatever level I started on was because that was the point where my smash damage was no longer just clearing the levels, right? So, ideally, you'd like to throw the statue out there first, and then put the minion down, because then you'll be closer to the portal. But in these beginning levels, I know I'm going to clear them, so I just go. But you can definitely get a big advantage from just doing that. So, second. Okay. So with Joe Boo, I don't really spend like any scrolls just because I want to use them to help the guild. Just because my second account, and the whole purpose of me having this account was to help the other guild and teach, use it as a teaching account and hopefully to help others. So I usually just will go as far as I can on Jobu. Usually it's like the 400 mark. But as I get stronger, I'll probably push a little further. But I try not to use hardly any scrolls in the solo event. I just try to get as far as I can so I can have enough green torches to help out in the main event, the guild event. So. Okay. Also, the red spiders get very dangerous like down the line, but right now you'll see I use this because smash actually does a lot. So you can usually kill the red eggs before it even matters. And then here we go. Okay, so then you go. The reason I chose this lane was because it doesn't have any spider webs. And yeah, so as I mentioned, try to beat it in one round. As it gets more difficult and you can't beat it in one round, that's kind of where you make your decision to spend a very limited amount of scrolls, right? I'm very conservative with scrolls. I only try to ever spend them, even in the guild event, when I absolutely need to. Usually in the guild, even like in like the higher levels, I'll only spend them on like one to, or like I'll only use one of each scroll, and then usually it's just a fire scroll at the beginning and whatnot. So we will see what's going on here. So you'll see me use the this defensively, just because, like I said, the red spiders can get a little crazy, but also cool. That's gonna blow them back, and we'll see if I have to use. Actually, I might actually have to use something here. We'll see. They're eating my portal pretty bad, but I think I'll be okay. I have another defensive one. Timer's running out, but like I said, just trying not to use scrolls at all costs. So it does help that my gear is almost perfect. I think it actually is perfect for Alay'na. I mean, by perfect, I mean has the desirable stats for the 3-star common mainly. And remember from my previous video, when you do a quick pass, sometimes it's not really the best. So always check, make sure you have movement speed. That's important, and of course, you always want to make sure you have power and siege on, like the left hand, chest and boots. I don't even know how many scroll torches I have left, which is a problem. I should have definitely checked that. So here we go. So this is a good example. So see how I waited so that I can get all the way down there. And then why I like Trinity is right here. This is why I like Trinity. Here's this. Perfect. Choose one lane. Alright, he's focusing actually on one lane, which sucks. Because my Trinities are going to die here in a second. But maybe I can duke him. Nope. I tried. Yeah, so I don't actually know how many. I should have checked to see how many. Because here's the thing: if I only have one torch here, I'm actually use one. Just because I don't know how many I have, and this could be my last one. I used a the wind scroll, and what it does is doubles your damage, right? So sometimes you have to just make the call. I don't think I would have cleared this level had I not used the one scroll. So yeah, that's why I used it. But had I known if I had another torch, I probably wouldn't have. I just don't know how many I have. Oh, 2 left. So also, when choosing kind of where to stop, so especially in the later levels, right? You want to find out, like, so okay, so there's quite a bit here. I don't have that good of smash damage, so I'll still have to do a bunch. So sometimes what I'll do later on is I'll like go in once if I have like 10 or 11 torches, and I'll see, okay, how much minus the smash damage, how much damage did I actually do to make sure that I can clear it. Also, what I'll do is I'll give myself leeway. So what I mean by that is, so there's the next round of scrolls and torches is going to reset in 2 hours and 20 minutes, right? This level, I have 3 hours and 59 minutes to beat. So I'm pretty much in the clear to do this one, because even though I only have 2 torches, I mean, I can, you know, have another 6 before this is going to reset, as long as I remember to go back and do it, right? So I feel comfortable doing this. I'm going to play this. But yeah, you kind of see why the statue. So now that I'm kind of further along, so this level kind of sucks. So you're basically forced to use a freeze, or else you're going to die. I mean, your guys are going to die from this, so basically they force you to do it, so try to use it to your advantage. Okay. Always try to get Valkyrie if you can. And then Bloodstalker is also really good to get this on. But you kind of want to wait and hope he doesn't like acid ball you. See, now he's actually pretty beefy. And now I'll throw the grow right here. Can I get them both? Yeah. See how I got Trinity? You kind of got to place that just right. But I'm going to clear this level because of that. So cool. And then yeah, so that's, I'm not going to go do the next one. But hopefully this video is helpful in my thought process and how to do this. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys around the next one.